Isabel. Today I'm going to be doing a bit of a life update video because I haven't done one of these in a while. But bonus, it's going to be with Halloween candy, which isn't really a bonus for you. It's more of a bonus for me because I get to eat Halloween candy because yesterday was Halloween. But so yeah. I probably should have written down stuff I was gonna talk about, but whatever, it's in my head, so I know what I'm gonna talk about. So like I just said, it was Halloween yesterday, so today is November 1st. Life has been pretty hectic lately. That's why I haven't posted in a while, because school started. I also started soccer, which I do on Wednesday, so maybe that's not an excuse, but and I also have a job now that I do after school. So I am pretty tired when I get home. So yeah, that's why I haven't been posting. I haven't posted in a while. So I'm sorry about that. But I'm posting now, so okay, so let's start with the beginning of 2022, which also is a good time to do because it's almost the end of 2022. It's almost 2023, which is just really crazy to think about. So the beginning of 2022, I'd say, was pretty good. I guess it's more of a life, like, reflect / life update. I don't know, whatever you want to call it, it's fine. But it was fine, but I don't know if I shared this with you guys in the past few months. But my dog, Sam, she's a golden retriever. I'm sure you've seen her in videos. I don't know, but she got sick in, I think, March or February. I really honestly could not remember. So that was kind of a bad start to the new year. I forget what, it was probably March or April. I can't actually remember when it was, but that happened. She was like, we still don't know what she had, but and then we were dealing with her sickness and everything, and then in April, that's why I'm thinking it was March, because I think it was only in the span of 2 months, or like, I don't know, but, and I'm pretty sure April or May, it was either April or May, I can't remember. This was, see, I try to block the bad things out, this is one of them, but then in May or April, like I said, I don't know, we had to put her down, so that was really hard to deal with. So yeah, and then the worst part is I got the news at school, and like all day of the day that they said that they were gonna put her down, or at least like they thought it was like her last day, I like knew. It was like, probably gonna be really rough when I get home. And it was. I got in the car and just started bawling. I was just like, I'm just like really upset. This is a bad time to start a video because I think we should release. But yeah, we're gonna have one more piece of candy because I did kind of have a little bit when I got home from school, like right when I got home from school. If you can't tell, my hair is a mess because I've been laying down. So, like I said, school and stuff. That's a really soft Tootsie Roll. Oh my gosh. I usually don't really like Tootsie Rolls because of how hard they are. This is really good. So, Lucy, don't even think about it. All poison. Absolute poison. Anyways, yeah. And yeah, so as soon as I got out of the car, I just started bawling and I was like crying basically the whole ride home and at home. And just like, I don't know, anything that I would walk by that she used to have, that she used to lay in, or like her collar or just her bed, just made me really upset. And that lasted for 3 days, I think, maybe longer. I can't remember exactly how long it lasted, but it was like 3 days. So, and the thing is, I was sad all day at school, and I was like told everybody, why. So they all knew what was going on. So that happened, and then summer was good. We went to, I did a packing video for North Carolina. I went to Cove Crest, the little church camp I went to. I don't think I ever gave you an update about what actually happened at church camp, so I'll do that now. But basically, I think I remember saying that I was like really nervous and really, really scared. It was like, I don't know, because we weren't allowed to have our phones and everything, and just like the thought of it was really scary. In a different state in the mountains. Yeah, it was in the mountains. I did not think it was gonna be in the mountains. Different state in the mountains. You know, kind of a scary thought, you know, of not having your phones, not being able to call your parents, you know, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, but turns out we kept our phones, me and my sisters, and we didn't get caught with our phones ever. And the only thing is, our cabins had no reception, cell phone reception whatsoever. There wasn't Wi-Fi at the place either, but I do have cellular data on my phone. But for some reason, it wouldn't work in the cabins. Literally right outside the cabins, I was checking, and it worked right outside the cabins. And I was just really confused. Like, I don't know. But, so I was able to call my mom every day, give her an update, you know, on things that happened. So, the only day that I didn't like was Monday. It was like the first day. It was basically for the, first half of the day, it was a free day. We were able to just, because it was our first day, you know, we were able to just, walk around, you know, see things. We walked to this waterfall, which was really nice. And, you know, we were able to just do that. But at the end of the day, there was this stupid mud thing that I literally hated. It was just absolutely the worst. And I was already exhausted from walking around because it was hot. And we were walking around all day just doing stuff, you know. So it was just really hot and uncomfortable. And then having to do that was I hated it. And I was covered in mud from head to toe. And then we stood there dancing to music, which was not fun, you know, for an hour or whatever. It just wasn't fun. So that was the only day that I didn't really like. And then I think Wednesday or Thursday, we went whitewater rafting, which I was kind of scared about at first. But then when we actually were doing it, it was fun until I flung off the front of it and hit a rock. I'm fine. I didn't break anything. or anything. I did get a few scratches. There was one on my knees. On the other knee, or I don't know. There was a scar on my knee, and it was from the mud day. It was because I scraped my leg, my leg on like a stick or whatever. I hated that. So that was just not fun, you know, not fun. So yeah, but other than the 2 days that I didn't like, everything else was really fun. I really enjoyed everything else. Yeah. So that was Cove Crest. It was like, I'm actually really surprised at how fun it was. Like, I'm really excited to go next year. So, that was Cove Crest, and then after that, we didn't really do much, like, at all. North Carolina was fun too. We basically just went swimming in the lake the whole time. I don't know if I told you what we did there, but I'm telling you now. Yeah, so Cove Crest and North Carolina were really fun. And then school started, which was a bummer, but I mean, what can you do? So that was fine. August was fine. My brother's birthday was in August, so that was fun. We didn't really do much for his birthday though. And then crap started happening again. We got like 3 months. I'm pretty sure nothing happened in July. Nothing bad happened in July, or nothing happened like the whole summer. Everything was fine. You know, it was all good. It was only May when my dog died, and then September is when stuff started happening again. I think it was September. Yeah. When's Labor Day? September. When's Labor Day? This is stupid.
Labor Day is on Monday.
September. Yeah, September. Labor Day, Monday morning, 4 a.m., my dad's truck was stolen out of our driveway. It gets worse. Trust me, it gets worse. So we get woken up. Me and my sisters get woken up at 7 in the morning. 7 in the morning on the dot, because that's when I remember time it was when I first checked my phone. 7 in the morning, we get woken up saying our dad's truck was stolen, saying it was gone out of the driveway, and we were like, "What?" Like, cause I had just woken up when I heard this news, and I was like, "What? Like, I was like, stolen?" Because I had just woken up, so I was like, maybe I'm dreaming or something. Like, I don't know if I'm hearing this correctly, but I was. It was stolen. So the police, my dad had already called the police before he woke us up. So they were already on their way, which they took a while to get there. I guess because it wasn't that big of an emergency, like no one was dying or whatever, you know. So I don't know, but so my parents talked to them. We went on a walk at like however early it was in the morning. I don't know why we did that. I don't know. And then my dad went around to our neighbors, and one of them had a Ring doorbell. If you don't know what it is, it's basically a doorbell that has a video system in it. I don't know. I think most people know what a Ring doorbell is. It didn't catch anything. It didn't catch the people stealing the truck. All it caught was right before it was stolen, like right before it was stolen, and after it was stolen. But one of our neighbors, they're not right across from us. They're like 2 houses over across from us. If that makes sense. They're like on the other side of the road, two houses down. Yeah. They had a Ring doorbell video thing facing the road so it could see all the cars driving by. And they caught someone driving by at like sometime around 4. Someone drove down, and then the person in the same car drove back, and then my dad's truck left with someone else driving it. Yeah. Yeah. So, and then the police basically tell us that it's very rare that we're going to get his truck back, and that it's very rare that they'll find it. So we went a few days, like, crap, now we have no car, like, it's not going to get found, what the heck are we supposed to do? My dad was looking into buying a car, like getting a new one, you know, because we had no car. And also, this is kind of the reason he had a truck like that. It was like a big truck, a Ford F450, which is like a really big truck. It's like apparently one of Ford's best trucks, whatever. We have a camper. That needs his truck to pull it. There's no other truck that can. At least I think. I don't know. So we were like, crap, now what are we gonna do with this camper? We have no truck that can pull it, so what the heck are we gonna do? So, I don't know. We went a few weeks, and then there's also, my dad also had like tons of stuff in his car. There was a garage door opener that opened our garage that leads to our house. That was the scariest part, because I was just like, what if this person comes back from work? What if this person, the reason he stole our dad's truck was because he like has like some grudge against us or whatever. So I don't know, but so the fact that the person had access to our garage and access to our house at any given time that they wanted to was really scary. I was like, that happened for a few days, and then my parents deactivated the garage door opener, which you can do. So that was just really scary. Also, there was a really expensive briefcase in his truck, which later, come to find out, they find it in a dumpster in some apartment complex a few cities away. So that was like one good side, is that he got that expensive briefcase back that he used for work. But there was also keys to his company warehouse. So, and you know, if they had access to there, if they could have access to anything in there, money or passwords to accounts that he used for his shop, because it's online and in store. So, you know, that was just not fun. There was just like a ton of stuff in there. And then a few weeks later, I'm in the middle of class, and my mom texts on our family group chat that they found his truck in a few cities away too, kind of near where they found the briefcase a little bit. So that was crazy, because we were told by the police that we weren't gonna get it back. They weren't gonna be able to find it, because cars go missing every day, you know. So it's like, but it was like, yeah, it was in an apartment complex as well. Again, it was like in the back or whatever. I don't know exactly the position it was in the parking lot, but it was in an apartment complex parking lot. So that was crazy, because I was like, wait, what? Like, I just like freaked out. I was in the middle of class too, and I'm not even supposed to have my phone during class at school at all. So I don't know. But then he gets it back, and it was destroyed. It was kind of ruined. There was like one. Both sides were kind of ruined. One side, the like, I think it's a fender bender. I don't know. Okay, I don't know car terms, but it was like the thing that goes over the wheel. The like this thing, that goes over the wheel that covers like the wheel. I don't know. I guess it's the fender bender. That's what it's called. But and that was on the left side, and then on the right side, like on the doors, it looked like someone had like keyed it or whatever. Which is, if you don't know what that is, it's basically where someone drags a key along the car. Which it was like a big scrape, so that's what it looked like. So they bring it to like the dealership to fix it up, and blah blah blah. And then we had a rental car. That rental car went through some stuff. Let me just tell you. So when we had to bring the rental back, he got his truck back, and it was still looked exactly the same. So they really did nothing. And then he was all happy because at least he had his truck back, But then that night he had a job, and he went to go turn his truck on, and it didn't start. And apparently it was because his truck is a diesel truck, and someone put regular gas in it. And apparently that like really ruins it, which I did not know. So you learn something new every day, I guess. So yeah, that had to go in the shop, and then it was done. And now it's in the shop again to get the body fixed. All the damages that I just said, like the keying in the dent, a really big dent in the fender bender. I'm really sorry if I'm saying that wrong. It just sounds so weird though. But yeah. And then I said that the rental car went through some stuff. Yeah. In the midst of all this truck stuff happening, we got the news that Hurricane Ian was coming for Florida. If you don't know, I live in Florida. That's all I say. I live in Florida. I do live in Florida. And where we lived, it looked like it was gonna come straight for us, so we had to evacuate. And of course, where did we evacuate? More South Florida. And of course, what happens to the hurricane? It goes south to right where we are. It's just, we just couldn't get away from it. So, yeah, we went through that. It was just one thing after another. It was just absolute heck. I would say the other word, but I don't want to. But you know what I'm talking about. It was just absolute insanity. Luckily we were okay. We're perfectly fine. Our house is still fully intact, if you can't tell. Unless I'm just fibbing, and this is the only place of the house that still is fine. And I'm just in that one little section of the house that's still fine with my bed right here. No, I'm kidding. Our house is fine. But like I said, we went south in Florida, and it followed us to south. Like kind of Fort Myers. If you watch the news, you definitely have heard about everything that happened in Fort Myers. We were really close to Fort Myers. We weren't in Fort Myers. We were really close to Fort Myers. So that was scary. My dog is really annoying and left the door open. Sorry. So yeah, that was fun and a little nice experience. Because I did live in Florida during Hurricane Irma, and we also evacuated for that, and it also followed us. So I don't know what it is. My parents and aunt and uncle, because that's the house we went to. Yes, it's the same aunt and uncle that have a house in North Carolina. Also have a house in South Florida, Naples in South Florida. So it was just. My parents and aunt and uncle were joking that my dad, is the one who attracts the hurricanes. He's like a hurricane magnet or whatever. Wherever he goes, the hurricane goes. So, it's just like we couldn't get away from it. And next time my mom's like, no, wherever he goes, I'm not going. I'm staying in one place and not moving. So, hopefully we don't have to go through a hurricane again, but yeah. So yeah, that was all the bad stuff. I'm just waiting for the next bad thing to happen, and I don't want it to. But anyways, on a better note, it's November. It's almost Christmas. I'm gonna be freaking 18 in December, which is really scary. Very, very scary. Very, 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 very scary to be a freaking adult. I don't want to be an adult. I don't want to be an adult. I want to stay a kid forever. I wish I could go back like 10 years. Yeah, when I was 8. That life was so much better when I was 8. Everybody said 2020 was the worst year, which it still kind of was. For me, 2022 was the worst year. Worst year. Definitely worst year. So, yeah. But I guess that's my life update. Slash, like, what did I say before? Slash, like, end of year recap. Even though it's not really the end of the year yet. I don't know. I'm sorry if this was a really rambly video. I go through a lot of crap, okay? Oh. Also, something that's not really that bad, and I'm probably gonna regret talking about this, but October 20th, a new show, if you don't know, it's called One of Us is Lying. Let me just take a few deep breaths before I start talking about this, because I probably, if I don't, then I probably most likely will start crying, even though it's been like weeks. Anyways, so there's a book about it, which I read the book first, obviously, and then read the show, or watched the show. But on October 20th, season 2 of it came out, and I was really excited because I was like, hey, what's gonna happen? There's a certain couple on the show that I was really, really, like, obsessed with. But basically the end, the last scene of the last episode was not really a good scene, and let's just say for weeks I haven't been able, there's a second book, and I haven't been able to read the second book, haven't been able to watch any videos about it, haven't been able to just do anything about it, haven't been able to think about it. It doesn't affect anybody else, but it affects me. It affects me emotionally, okay? So, I get really attached to TV shows and stuff. I cried over football and hockey last year. Or I guess it was this year. I don't know. Yeah. Last football season and hockey season. I'm a Bucks and Lightning fan, and let's just say when they didn't win, I was very upset. Very upset. I literally went to my bed and started crying over a freaking football and hockey team. And I'm just really scared for this game because the Bucks aren't doing too good lately, if you've watched any of the Bucks games. They are not doing the best in their games, so I'm really nervous. Really, really nervous. I just know, I already know that they're not going to be able to make it to the Super Bowl. That's already down the train, but I probably will still cry the day that they fully are out of. And Lightning are shutting up back again. I'm hoping we can have a better year with them. See, I'm like already tearing up. I can't talk about this stuff. I'm ridiculous. I'm absolutely ridiculous. Okay. So, yeah. That's my life update slash end of the year rewind. End of the year look back on 2022. I'm glad it's almost gone because let's just say it has not been the best year for me personally. And for some people probably. Like, Hurricane Ian was really disastrous to Fort Myers, like I said. We were driving, actually, in Naples, because that's where I was, and we were just getting closer and closer to Fort Myers, and it was just like, it was just like really bad. There was boats almost in the road. There was like boats on top of each other. It was all pontoon boats, because I guess that's the boats that drive down there. It was like tons of pontoon boats too. There was tons and tons of trees down. There was only one house that I saw, which I'm pretty sure it was way worse, more into Fort Myers. But it was just like, it was really bad. It was like really, really bad. And my heart goes out to anybody who lives in Fort Myers, to anybody who's dealing with stuff from Hurricane Ian. Just like, my heart goes out to them, and I pray for them. I pray that everybody gets out safely. I pray that everyone stays safe, and that they are able to rebuild it, and hopefully people can get back to their normal lives there. It just like felt so weird coming home, because everything here was perfectly fine. The only thing that there was like tree branches, little tiny trees, tree branches, and leaves and stuff. And we just came back here and went back to our normal lives. Well, people there were still suffering and still like having it really bad. I don't know. It just felt really weird, and I felt like selfish doing it or whatever. Even though, like, obviously you're not, because, you know, anyways. But that's my life update. I keep saying that, but this is actually the end of the video because we have to leave soon. But yeah. And I will see you guys in my next video, whenever that is. Whenever I can find time to make a video again. Yeah. Bye guys, thanks for watching. Also, I will put all my social medias in the description box below. So if you want to go follow them, go down there. Bye.